What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How's it going, Mike? How you doing, buddy?
Man, it's Friday. It's MLB Friday. Big Wade, always one of the best slates. Full 15 games here on this fabulous Friday. So, yeah, man, ready for a big weekend. How about you, brother? Still cashing tickets left and right? I think so.
Yeah, we had a profitable night last night. Should have been a little more profitable. Held back on one play that should have gave out, but those will happen. But yeah, hopefully we can finish off the month of May with some profits here. We've got 2 more days to try to cash in as many tickets as we can. Got a pretty good slate today. Got quite a few plays out to the members and getting ready to obviously give out at least 4 plays to you guys here. Mike's going to give out 2 plays. I'm going to give out 2 plays. So let's just jump right into it. Last show we went 2-2, bringing our overall record to 28-13 on the show here. So let's get into the 30s here and let's sweep today. What do you got for the people for play number one?
Yeah, I got to redeem myself, Wade. I brought the show down, lost both plays, lost
Yeah.
O'Malley by the hook there. That hurt a little bit, but hey, we're ready. That's all right. We ain't scared. We ain't scared. We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna go. Let's throw a game total at you, big boy. Haven't done one of these this year, but hey, why not? No time like present. Go Rockies Mets under 8. Got that yesterday, -122 at FanDuel. I think it's 7.5 everywhere else now, but hey, you can still pay a little bit of juice to get that under 8. Man, oh man, this Rockies team, how bad are they? I mean, we've joked about them almost every show this season. Way they're just terrible. Their bats, their pitching's terrible. I mean, the whole kit and caboodle. Facing a guy like David Peterson, who's really found himself so far this season, didn't have overpowering stuff, but the 29-year-old lefty has looked really sharp. 94th percentile in baseball at inducing ground balls, 86th percentile at missing barrels. I don't think this poor Triple A's Colorado lineup's going to do much against Peterson in this one. I would really be surprised if they score more than one, maybe 2 runs against him at most. Mets offense scares me a little bit, especially against Cal Freeland. But Mets been struggling lately, man. They're not hitting the ball well at all. Just 26 WRC plus the last 2 weeks. Yeah, they hit a little bit better at home, and Freeland kind of gets a bad rap. I mean, he's not a great pitcher by any means, but he relies heavily on 2 different breaking balls, and those don't break at all at Coors Field. They'll break here on the road in New York. Just don't see a lot of runs here. I played under 8. Not much to say, man. Short and sweet on this one. Don't like Kyle Freeland, but I do like David Peterson. I think he keeps the ball down here. Usually to hit it over, you need both teams to do a little bit of scoring. I don't see Colorado scoring enough to send this one over this number. I know you don't play game totals, but I don't know you got any feel for it anyway.
Yeah, no, I've got the model that constantly runs. I've stopped giving out some model plays as far as I have a model section in the Discord that I was giving out mainly game lines, totals. Totals were actually what the model was doing best at. As you know, we talk about my model quite a bit. I've been making a lot of tweaks to it, so I just stopped posting things until I got a couple more of these things tightened up as far as game lines. But I like it a lot. Um, Mets have been really struggling lately, and yeah, I just don't think either one of these teams. I think a good position is to go on the Rockies under a lot, especially on the road this season. So I think it's a very good look.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. What do you got for the people, my man? Stay hot.
Yeah,
Been
yeah, I'm
carrying us
gonna
here.
go with the. I think I'm gonna go roll with a straight right now. Sometimes we're straight, sometimes we got a 2 leg parlay. I think we're gonna do a straight here, and I think I'm gonna do Matthew Liberatore from the okay, I was gonna say Arizona Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals to
There you
go
go.
over 17.5 outs. Gave that out at -125. They had that out on DK and Caesar at the time. He's been very consistent this season, hitting 18 and 8 of his last 10, and he now faces one of the worst teams in offense in baseball versus right-handed pitchers, especially over the last 30 days and for the entire season. They rank dead last in OPS, WRC plus, and average the last 30 days to right-handed pitchers, while he sits at a 1.01 WHIP, a 2.73 ERA. His overall expected WOBA is 2.84 with an expected batting average of 2.47, and his walk rate is one of the lowest in baseball at 3.4%. So he's just not going to give up free bases a lot. Against this lineup, he has 17 plate appearances, which isn't a ton, but he's got an 11% launch angle. His .18 expected batting average against and a .263 expected WOBA. He's just not going to give up much damage. His likelihood of giving up a ton of home runs is down as well. So I like the fact that he can keep the ball down, not give a bunch of runs, and I think this is just a really solid look for him.
Yeah, the Liberator. That's what I call this guy, the
Yeah,
Liberator, man.
yeah,
This guy, I tell you what, he's sneaky good, man. He's
yeah.
only
He is.
25 years old. It seems like he's been around. Well, that's his fourth MLB season. I'm
Yep.
really glad St. Louis they made the decision. Last year was just a bullpen guy mainly. He only had 6 starts, 60 appearances overall, mainly out of the bullpen. They made a good call bringing this kid back from the starting rotation. Holy smoke, man. 2.73 ERA, even better as expected ERA, 2.96. This kid is pitching his butt off this year. And I'm with you, Wade. I don't know what is going on with the Rangers offense, but it is all full. So they haven't seen the ball well all year long. I
Yep.
don't see it changing against a guy like Liberatore who's got some nasty off speed stuff. Love this kid. Nasty slider, nasty cutter, above average sinker. I like his pitch mix. He has 6 different pitches that he throws, all of them anywhere from 11 to 26% of the time. So he really shakes it up a lot, keeps them off balance. Yeah, I actually have a play on Livatore in a parlay. I played him or 4+ K as a piece of one of my K props parlay. So I'm with you, man. I think he works deep into the game. Shouldn't have any problem here. Like his
Nice.
stuff. 92nd percentile on chase rate. Woo, that's doing something.
Very nice. Well, I like it. Let's move on to the third pick. What do you got? You gonna go back to a
Yeah.
prop, or are you sticking with some game lines?
No, I'm going to stick with the game lines here. Yeah, why not? I'm going to give totals a shot here.
Okay.
Used to do pretty well at them years ago. I did to dust off how to do it here, but we'll go Pirates Padres under 7.5. Man, oh man, this one I don't see how there's going to be any runs scored in this game. Honestly, Big Wade, I really thought this line would be 7 or even 6.5 because Pavetta's a freaking horse here. You look at both these guys, 2 serviceable starters. Not a huge Mitch Keller guy, but he's not really that bad. 3.66 ERA, even though he's 1-6. Not really his fault. He's got absolutely zero run support this year from the P Rats, as I like to call them. And San Diego, what is wrong? They're not Slam Diego. Not right now. They're not hitting the ball a lick. 28 WRC plus last 2 weeks. Keller should pitch deep into this one. I hope he does, so I can avoid that awful Pittsburgh bullpen that scares me with an under here. We already mentioned Pavetta, though. I really like Pavetta quite a bit. I don't see Pittsburgh. I don't think they're going to do much against him, especially in that. That's a pitcher's paradise out there in San Diego. It's hard to score runs in that ballpark. Pavetta's 32 years older than I thought. But, man, gets a ton of extension. Extension really important for pitchers. It's like how far out you're getting your arm out here. So he's only hitting 94 on a gun with his fastball, but because of that extension, he's releasing way out here. Looks more like 98 or 99 to most hitters. I think Pavetta can hold down the Pirates. I think Keller can pretty much keep a really, really ice cold Padres team at bay. Yeah, I don't see this one getting to 8 runs. It's a little bit lower than my last pick there, but I like it well enough to play it under 7.5. -115 Caesars where I picked that up at.
I like it a lot. I don't really love. I think Keller does struggle against this offense. He doesn't really typically go deep, but I don't think he's, especially being in a pitcher's park. I think he can keep the run down on his side. And then yeah, I really like the Pavetta side. We've got a couple plays on him ourselves. Um,
Let's go.
Go ahead and add a bonus play for today. As
Yeah.
most shows, we have
Oh,
added a bonus play. I'll just tack on to that game there, and I'll add. We gave out Pavetta over 17 and a half outs at -145. I'm not sure exactly what it is right now, but I would play that up to probably 165 as a straight. He's cast 4 of 5 at home, hitting 21 twice, and he's facing pretty good teams doing that. He has a really good BVP versus them, which is batters versus pitcher. 8 hitters hit under 211 versus him. Like I said, like we mentioned, the Padres have a pitcher's park, and he's fared pretty well there, cashing 9 of 11 at home, hitting 20 plus in 5 of those 9. Yeah, so I just think that's a pretty solid look, especially against an offense that's just really struggling right now, ranking towards the bottom of the league in OPS and WRC plus the last 30 days against right-handed pitchers.
I love it, dude. All about Pavetta today. I played him in a parlay as a K piece. I think you have no problem at all getting that outs line. You can still pick that up. I checked, by the way. Get it -144 right now at FanDuel. Great price. Everywhere else,
Man.
160 or higher. Even on Profit X is showing -174 on that. So that's something crazy. Which that's an exchange. I don't know how they're showing that on the screen, but anyway, conversation for another day. But yeah, I think it's a great price. Um, you're getting one of the best. I said earlier, Pavetta's 83rd percentile in K rates. He's got the stuff. Even if he gets in a jam, he can work out of it pretty quickly just by getting
Yeah.
quick in that pitcher's paradise that is San Diego. It's still called Petco Park, I think it is. I'm not sure. I'm really sure, but
I don't even know.
I it's called Petco. But yeah, that's another solid bonus play. I'm all about that one. I might have to sprinkle that one myself a little bit here. I think.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump on the last play. I'm gonna go ahead and do a parlay here.
Yeah,
Um,
parlay man, parlay
I'm
for the
gonna
people.
do it, and I'm gonna go back to Zach Eflin here. And if he burns us one more time, I'm gonna have to reconsider playing his walks this year because he's been probably our number one guy outside of George Kirby to take under
Sure.
1.5 walks the last probably 3 years. He has
Yeah.
gone over, unfortunately, 2 of his last 3 games, and we've played him pretty heavily. Well, I'm gonna do it again today. Did a 2 leg with him under 1.5 walks. Paired that with Chris Bassett to have 4 strikeouts. Got that at -137 on DK. I was gonna do 5Ks with Bassett and be right around plus money at plus money. But I just why push it? I ended up using Bassett 5Ks in another parlay. So I actually love Bassett's Ks today.
Let's
But
go.
I think Bassett 4 is very solid. As I said before, he has killed us, but he's still one of the top walk guys for the season. And I just don't think there's any reason to give the White Sox free bases, even though if you look at the rankings, the White Sox are walking top 10. I think right now they're ranked sixth in walks to right-handed pitchers. He's just a guy that's just not going to give up walks very often. So I really trust that. I don't even have written down how many times he's been under. I think he's been under 16 times the last 20 games, but he's probably under 20 plus times the last 30 games. So he just does not walk too very often. And then really with Bassett, I think he can get up to 8 today. To be honest with you, he might be a ladder situation with Athletics on their little strikeout spree. They've allowed 6+ to 5 straight right-handed pitchers, allowing 8+ in 5 of those straight games. He has 4+ in 18 of his last 20 home games. And he has, even if you wanted 5 for his for a better play, he hits that at a over 70% clip at home. So either way, Bassett 4 or 5 Ks, however you want to play that. I know some people may not love a 137, 140 parlay, um, but I'm looking to cash a ticket versus making something risky. And the Athletics, most of the season, were not striking out. They're one of the lowest strikeout rate teams. I know we talked about it off screen. They've called up 5 players from AAA. They weren't all hitters. Some of them were pitchers, but either way, they've just been striking out a ton recently. I'm not sure if they can fix that right away, especially against a guy in Chris Bassett who had 7 strikeouts and 5 strikeouts on them last year. So I think 4 is very safe today.
Yeah, I'm a big Chris Bassett guy. Like I respect anybody that's got 7 really good pitches, and that's what this cat has. My goodness, that's just
Yeah.
insane. How do you possibly hit against that? I feel bad. Anybody that faces Bassett or Seth Lugo, hats off to you, man. Lugo's got like 10 pitches. Bassett's got, like I said, 7.
Yep.
And yeah, you nailed it. You've always that's a really good lesson there, Wade, as far as whatever you're betting, whether it's strikeouts or walks or regular game lines, whatever nuance comes into play in baseball betting. You got to keep up with the day-to-day nuance of what's going on. Because yeah, if you're just going by season-long statistics, yeah, the A's, they put the ball in play really well against righties. But man, I think the last 2 weeks they're actually the eighth highest K rate team because of all those AAA call-ups. The gap between AAA and the big leagues is still quite large,
Right.
especially against a guy like Bassett. They're
Yeah.
not seeing anybody in AAA that has 7 above average pitches, man. I mean, so yeah, I'm with you on that one for sure. And then Eflin's just kind of like a slam dunk. I don't play walks, but anytime I see a guy like Eflin, I think he's 96 percentile walk rate this year.
Correct.
Last year was 98 percentile walk rate. I mean, and they're going to give you a 1.5. You gotta take the under, right?
Well,
It's almost
especially when most games we don't get the 1.5 for him. We usually get the half. But since he's been walking teams, we're lucky in getting the 1.5 right now. And the fact that the White Sox are walking, I think we're getting that. We won't get 1.5 on him every
no,
game.
it's a good time to buy low on Eflin's control. He had the injury bug a little bit. He missed a few starts. I think that's
Correct.
kind of shook him up. But yeah, he's ready now. I think he should be fine with that one. I don't have a problem with that one at all.
Very nice. All right, well, let's go do a quick recap of all the picks today. Mike gave out the Rockies under 8. Was that under 8, right?
Yep,
He said,
under eight.
is 7, is 8 still available or 7.5 out there now?
Yeah, 7.5 is pretty much everywhere. You can pay some juice and get it up. Yeah, eight. You can probably get 8 minus 125, which I'm fine with.
I would pay that. That's a good
Yeah.
price. So yeah, Rockies under 8 for Mike. I gave out Matthew Liberatore over 17.5 outs. Then Mike gave out Padres under 7.5 outs or 7.5 outs, 7.5 runs. Bonus play, Pavetta in that same game over 17.5 outs, and then a parlay, Zach Eflin to go under 1.5 walks with Chris Bassett to have 4 strikeouts. Man, I appreciate you doing the show again with me today, man. You got anything else to say to the people before the weekend?
No, just check out ewatchbet.com. Just posted a nice UFC article there from Big Wade right here. Don't miss out. He's got 3 plays for UFC Fight
Yeah,
Night. Should be going. Aaron Blanchfield is going to be in action. Man, she is a tough cookie, man. I would not mess with her, dude. I'm
I
not.
know.
She scares me. She scares me a lot. I hope my wife is not talking to Aaron, getting any kind of DDT moves that could take me out. But yeah, ewatchbet.com is the place. Got a ton of articles up. Got a ton on bettersinsider.com. Wade writes for both sites. He's got PGA Tour action going on. Check us out. And sign up for Wade's service, man. This is the MLB guru. This guy has taught me so much about MLB player props. He'll do the same for you. Sign up for his Discord. You won't be sorry. You'll get your money back the very first week, and you'll think, why haven't I been using this guy for years? There you go.
Yeah, appreciate you. As always, appreciate everybody following along, and hope you guys are cashing with us if you're tailing us, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a fantastic weekend. Let's cash these tickets. Have a good
Let's
weekend.
catch you later.